No, sir, it is not visible.
File we are able to see.
Now we are able to see.
No, sir. Only Word file is visible.
Just a minute, I'll verify. It is Word file. I've already closed it. Just a minute, I'm checking. Yeah, now are you able to see?
Yes, sir. It's visible.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, now whatever I said process means, okay, what I said process means, process is a kind of work. Okay, it will execute step by step, sequentially. Okay. So that sequentially we understood like, 1, 2, 3, 4 in mathematical term, we understood 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. But in the computer, in operating system, it contains stages like this. So these are the stages. This is one stage, new state. We call it as a new state. We can call new state or stage. New state is one, next ready state, running state, waiting state, and terminated state. Okay, these states will execute step by step, step by step. Okay, that we will see how it will execute diagrammatically. We will see now. Just look at it. Now see this diagram. Now see this diagram. Just I said, new state first. It is first. Next one what? Ready state. Second. Next one what? Running state. Okay. Third. Okay. Next running state is having, again, it can go for waiting state like this. Again, it can go for ready state. Second state. Again, it will from the waiting state, it can come to ready state. Again, go to running state. After the running state, it is going for terminated state. So this is a process contain these many states. These states are executing sequentially one after the other. I hope you will understand. One after the other means first this one, next this one, next this one, next this one. Whereas this running state is having two states again. It can go for waiting state. It can go for ready state again. Ready state again coming to running state. Again go for waiting state, this one, and go for ready state, this one, and again coming to running state, and then go for terminator state. So this is a process contain these many states. I hope you will understand this diagram. Shall I move on to next topic? I'll share this PPT, just you read it. If you don't understand, you have still three more classes are there. You can I can clarify your doubt in those classes. Okay. It's actually we completed these topics. Introduction we completed, like what is the operating system we completed actually. And we completed how it will work. Then example of the operating system. Example of the operating system, we see nowadays we have Windows operating system is there, Mac OS is there, Linux is there, Linux and Unix is there, Android is there, then iOS is there. These are the kinds of operating system presently existed in the market. Okay. Now, these topics we have completed. As a process topic, I have just discussed only for the today topics. Okay, as the today topic is depending on the process concept. So I just revised for 2 minutes. I think you understood this. What is process and stages of process? Now, next one we will see the process scheduling. Yeah. Now see, today topic is process scheduling and levels of scheduling. For this, we have to 2 minutes. We have to talk about the multi-programming operating system and time-sharing operating system. Now these are types of operating system. These two are comes under the types of operating system. So one is multi-programming, and another one is time-sharing. See, what is multi-programming? You see here. So here these these uh, uh, these processes are there. Job A. See, here we are calling jobs. Okay, you can call process, you can call task, you can call jobs. Here, what are their job A, B, C, D, E. These are kinds of jobs to be executed. Okay, to be executed in the CPU. Okay, the CPU. We see this cycle. Now see this. This is the operating system is there. So operating system, what it is doing, it is it is giving these jobs. It is giving these jobs to be executed by the CPU. This is a CPU. Okay. In the CPU, it has to execute these jobs. Okay. To these jobs, what it's doing, they are in the secondary storage. See, yeah, this is a secondary storage, some kind of memory. Secondary storage means some kind of memory. So these jobs are there in this memory. Okay. These jobs are executing by the CPU. Now see this, two or more programs are executed simultaneously by a single processor. So what it is? Multi-programming operating system. This is the CPU and the CPU containing processor. This is there inside the processor. Okay. Now what it is doing? It is executing two or more programs. Okay. Simultaneously. Okay. The CPU will pick up the job A. Okay. It will execute, and job B, it will execute. Then from the storage, it will pick up job C and job D and job E, and it will go to the CPU. It will execute. So this is called multi-programming operating system. Now, whereas time sharing, you see, this is a CPU, this is a CPU, and the CPU is executing the all kinds of jobs. Now see here user one. See, in each and every concept, we use some kind of terminologies. Now, just before that in the process, we used that term called process. Okay. In the multi-programming operating system, we use the term called job. And the time-sharing operating system, now we are calling it is user. So everyone is doing task only here. Everyone wants to execute task only. Okay, here user one is having one task. Task means I'm denoting with T1. You understand task one. And user two executing task two. Okay, T2. So like this, these many 6 users are connected to this CPU. So there is only one CPU is there. You see this, the processor is shared among the many users. So only one CPU is there. Is only one CPU is there. This CPU shared to all users. The CPU shared executing. Shared means what? It is executing all these users task. All these users uh, work it is executing. So how it is executed based on that time. Say user one will execute in some time, user two executing some time, user three in some time. Okay, based on that time, it is executing. That's why it is called time sharing. So user one is given to some time. Let us take 10 seconds is given to user one. Okay, within the 10 second, he has to execute. Okay, if not, if the 10 second, the user one, if he doesn't execute, then it will take to user two. User two will execute. Suppose user two also not executed, then it goes to user three. Okay. Likewise, the time is shared among the all users. So this kind of environment is called time sharing operating system. I think we understand. Anybody got doubt on this? Multi-programming and time sharing operating system. So process, what is process? The stages of process. See, process and stages, then multi-programming, multi-programming OS, time sharing OS. These are required for, these we have discussed for, to understand what is process scheduling. Now, did you understand what purpose we have discussed these concepts? Now, these three concepts, if you understand, then we can discuss about the what is process scheduling now. If you do not understand, you can text me. You can text me. Now, coming to process scheduling. Now, we'll see what is process scheduling here. Now, see. So, these 2 points we discussed it is multi-programming. What is multi-programming we have discussed. Then what is time sharing operating system we have discussed. Now, coming to process scheduling. So what is a process? We understood process means it is a kind of task. It is a kind of task. Okay. Scheduling means scheduling means it is just one kind of schedule. Means generally we complete the task based on the uh, time, based on the some particular order time. Suppose I want to complete one task at 6 o'clock and one more task at 7 o'clock and one task at 10 o'clock. Okay. So what is this 6, 7, and 10 means schedule. To complete our task, we allocated one time. Okay, one time we allocated. This is called schedule. So any kind of process or any kind of task, if you want to complete, we will put one time. Okay, we allocate one time. That is called schedule. So this is, now see here, what is the objective reason is the process scheduler selects an available process. So what is process mean? It is a task, available process for program execution. Program execution. Say program. Program contains instructions. Okay. So what the process is doing? What is this? A process scheduler selects. Okay, process scheduler selects an available process for program execution. Okay. Where in the program, where it is executing the program, it is executing inside the CPU. Inside the CPU. This is what the meaning of, process scheduling. The process, the process scheduler, sorry, the process scheduler selects an available process. That means there are so many tasks are available. Okay. Among them, it is selecting who are ready. You see, we discussed in the process process topic, there are stages are there. Stages are there. So first one is what? New stage. Okay. In the ready state, running state, likewise is there. So in that stages, whatever the process is ready, is available. Available means whatever the process is ready, and that program will be executed on the CPU. So this is what exactly is called process scheduling. I hope you will understand. If anyone not understood, just please ping me in the text. I'll see. Yeah. Yeah. See this. Process scheduling is an operating system task. Whose task it is? Process schedule means, let's see, we are asking the no, we are asking the operating system to allocate some time to execute my program. Okay. So that is operating system task that schedules the processes of different states. So as I said, now we have discussed in the process state, ready state, waiting state, and running state. So these are the kind of states. So from these states, whatever the process is ready, it is executing as per the schedule. These are, we are calling it the schedule. So ready, schedule, waiting, and running. So that's why it is called process scheduling. And process scheduling allowing operating system. So what purpose it is allowing? To allocate some time interval of the CPU execution. Time interval. Before I said 6 o'clock I want to do some task, 7 o'clock I want to do some task, and 10 o'clock I want to do some task. So what is this 6, 7, 10 means? It's a time interval. Okay, it's a time interval. So in this time I want to execute one task. In this time I want to execute one task. In this time I want to execute one task. Okay, so this is the time interval. In this time interval, who is executing our task? CPU is executing. Okay. To execute the CPU, who is giving the task to CPU? Operating system is giving. It is allocating. Okay. That is the meaning of process scheduling. So another important reason is process scheduling system is that it keeps the CPU busy all time. See here. So every time CPU is having some kind of task to execute. See, this is the CPU is there. So CPU executing so many tasks. Okay, this is the CPU. The CPU executing so many tasks here. So many tasks are there. See, each and every task is not executed in one particular time. Okay, according to the time interval, it has to execute. Okay, suppose this process is to be executed 6 o'clock. This process to be executed 7 o'clock. This process to be executed 8 o'clock. Okay, like the time intervals will be there. So if it is like this, always the CPU is busy in executing all the tasks. So we never waste our time. Yeah, yes, tell me, Mr. Raj.
Sir, wrongly pressed, sir.
Sorry.
By mistake, it was pressed, sir.
Acha, okay. No problem. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So here, what is doing here? CPU is always busy in executing some task. So our CPU memory will not be wasted. CPU memory will not be wasted. So that is the advantage with the process scheduling. So that's what the process scheduling is about. Next one, see here. One diagram is there. Yeah. Now see this diagram. See here, there is one steps I have just displayed here for your reference. This is one, ready queue. Next one, this is CPU, second stage. And next one is the third one, IO request. Next, fourth one is job queue. Okay. And the fifth one is, it is from the child method, it is executing some task. Next, sixth one, it is going for waiting state. Okay. And some kind of interrupt. Okay. These are the kind of sequences. This is the kind of sequences contains inside the process scheduling. Okay. Here, see, the rectangle represents it is a queue. That means these are in the queue. This is 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 in the queue. Queue means you understood, right? Queue means what here? This job one is there. Job one is in first place. Job 2 is in second place. Next, job 3 is in, okay, third in the sequence. 1, 2, 3 sequence. Okay. So according to this sequence, the internally there are so many things are there. In the future classes, we will discuss how the sequence is it is maintaining. How it will know that it is having some kind of sequence. So in the future classes, we will discuss, in depth. So meanwhile, you just understand that with the numbers, you will understand. So job 1 is there, job 2 is there, job 3 is there. So according to the serial numbers, it is executing. So this what rectangle represents, it is a queue. What a queue contains? A queue contains all jobs. So where are all these jobs are there? These jobs are in this is a process. These jobs are in the process states. Okay. So these are rectangular queue. Rectangular represents the queue. Next one is circles. The circles are there. This is there and this is there. The circle denotes what? Resources. Okay, resources. Resources means you can understand the physical components. Here IO means what here? Input output. Input output. A CPU contains some physical component resources. Okay, you can take memory, you can take processor, RAM, okay, hard disk. So these are the kind of physical components inside the CPU. Input output means input output devices you can call keyboard, mouse, printer, all these called input output devices. So here circle denotes the resources. What kind of resources we are talking? The physical resources. Physical resources. Physical resources means what? Just a minute. Can anyone tell me physical resources means? Physical resources. That means we can touch and feel. Physical resources. For a logical,
Keyboard, mouse.
yeah, exactly. Keyboard, mouse, okay, printer, okay, your motherboard, your monitor, your CPU cabinet, okay, processor and that. There's so many. Those are those in simple word we can say that the physical resources means we can touch and feel. And there are logical resources also there. That means software components. Every physical resources, logical resources. Every physical resources contain logical compound means logical software, right? A physical resource contains what? Software. We say device drivers, okay, or IO drivers or processor software, we say that. Okay. So these are software components will be there, then hardware components will be there. The hardware components we call it as the physical resources. The software component we call it as the logical resources. I think am I clear this to all of you? And the next one is arrow mark. You see your arrow mark here. Your arrow mark is there. Your arrow mark here. Is that screen is clearly visible to everyone, right? This is the arrow mark is there. Okay. Now this arrow mark indicates what? Flow of the process. Okay. From which component to which component it is sending the job or it's sending the queue is denoted with the arrow mark. So see your arrow mark is here. This is the arrow mark. Okay. There's some arrow marks are left to right and some arrow marks are right to left. Okay. Wherever the arrow mark is pointing, see here ready queue for the ready queue, arrow mark is coming from here. So that means the ready queue is taking some input, some process or some job. This ready queue is taking, okay, some job. and it is giving to whom? It is giving to CPU. See here, it is giving to CPU. What a ready queue contains? A ready queue contains some kind of processes to be executed. So see here, every new process first put it in the ready queue. The first statement. Suppose I want to execute what is 1 plus 1. I want to execute what is 1 plus 1. See, as a human being, we know what is 1 plus 1. But we have to give to the computer. We have to give to the computer and we have to get the output from the computer. So that we have to know compute to be understand what is this 1 plus 1. As a human being, we will understand what is 1 plus 1. But we have to get the answer from the computer, right? So that is the reason we put this 1 plus 1. Okay, we put this 1 plus 1 under one process. This is called P. Process means P. Process. And this process or process contain set of instructions. This is one instruction. This instruction or a job or a task, we are to put it in the ready queue. Here we are sending. So that is the one meaning of this ready queue. First time any kind of task if you want to execute, that will be sent to the ready queue. What is ready queue represents here? It is a queue. What a queue contain? Job. Jobs to be executed. There are so many jobs. So this is the first one. Next one, what? The ready queue and finally process for execution. Okay. Here one of the process allocated the CPU and it is executed. Next, where it is going here from the ready queue, I am giving 1 plus 1. It is going to where this 1 plus 1 is going to put it in the ready queue. It is going to CPU, second stage. Okay. Now from the second stage, you see here. From the second stage, it is going to where? IO request. What is IO request? It is a resource. It is a queue. It is a queue. IO request it is going. From the IO request, it is going to queue. Here it is going. Okay. And from there, it is taking the IO request. It is taking the IO request and going for from time slot it is getting. So at what time it is to be executed? Because we understood the CPU is executing based on the time interval, right? Process scheduling. We understood with the scheduling means what? We are giving some time. So at what time this a task to be executed? We are giving some time interval. So with the time interval, it is giving. So from there, it is this we will discuss more in depth in the other concepts. Just meanwhile, you understand that it is executing some method. Okay, some method is executing the fifth one, and after that, it is going for some interruption. This component also we will discuss later classes. So what is interruption? What kind of interruption will occur? That we will discuss. So just to understand the flow here, only 1, 2, 3, 4 stages you can understand process scheduling means. So here see one of the this point we understood and it will maintain the queue. See here, it waits in the ready queue until it is finally processed for execution. So that is first it will put it in the queue and next it will wait. It will wait until it will execute in the CPU. That is one. Next for the process issued to the IO request. This is the third point. And it is placed in the IO queue. This is the fourth one. See, you can just observe my red mark highlights here. What is the first and second, third, fourth? First one is we'll put it in the ready queue. Second one is we'll sending for the process. to the CPU. And next one, the process is issued IO request. This is the third one. Then the process is placed inside the IO queue. So this is the fourth one. Like this is the sequence. So that's why a process is called sequence of execution, sequence executing sequentially. So next one, it will create the new subprocess. Here it is creating the new subprocess. Okay, that is again some we will understand future class. What is fork and what is child and all. So I think you understood this one. If you have any doubt till now, you can ask me. Process scheduling. What are the stages of the process scheduling? So how it will execute one by one. Here I given one diagram is there. What is job queue means? See here we have discussed is what the queue. A queue contains what some kind of process or it can some kind of jobs. Now see here diagrammatically you can understand this. Now see here what is the job means you see scheduling queue. There is a CPU is there. This is the CPU you can understand. Okay. The process that are residing in memory, the memory and which are ready and waiting to be executed. So that is called ready queue. So what is ready queue means? This is the computer, this is a CPU. Okay, inside the CPU, there is a memory. Okay, in this memory, there are some jobs to be executed. So these are what this process contains what? These are all contain jobs. So your process is there. What a process containing jobs. These are jobs. These are jobs. This is job one. This is job two. Okay, likewise, these are jobs. So these jobs are waiting for the CPU time. This is called a ready queue. Okay, and this process contain job queue. So this is job queue. A process containing what? Job queue. The CPU contains the jobs to be executed. So that is called ready queue. So till now, if you have any doubt, you can please ask me, anyone. Process scheduling. What is process scheduling? What are the stages in the process scheduling? And what is the job queue? And what is ready queue? These points we have discussed. Yes. Did you understand? All of you did understand? The 10 minutes, 5 minutes I'm giving to you. If you do not have any knowledge on the computer also, you can ask me, no problem. Any basic questions. What is operating system? Functions of operating system. This we discussed. Still, if you have any doubt on the basic concept, can please let me know. Then we will understand. No doubts. Are you able to hear my voice? Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah, if you do not have any doubts, then we will go to the next concept.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. Now able to see my screen now? What is on the screen now?
Yes, sir. Schedulers.
Yeah, schedulers. Okay. Now we understood what is schedule means. Okay. Levels of schedule we will discuss in tomorrow class. Now we understood schedule means one time interval you understood. So what is the advantage with that? We are just observing here now. See, uh, these are some kind of advantages with the scheduling. One advantage is what? Minimizing the waiting time. See, suppose example, you are going for the ticket booking. When you plan any plan, if you plan for any kind of journey, you will no, you will book the tickets for before your journey. So what purpose you will book the ticket means to minimize your waiting time. See, if I book my ticket, immediately I can go and travel my journey. There is no waiting time. If you take the book the ticket on the your journey day itself, you have to wait some time in the queue. So that is one kind of the advantage if you go for scheduled journey. See, you can understand difference between unplanned journey and planned journey. When you plan your journey, before your journey itself, you will arrange everything. You will book the ticket. You will arrange everything. So on the journey day, your journey will be smooth without any interruptions. Okay. If you don't plan your journey, so unplanned journey is having a lot of waiting time. So we are not discussing how much time it is, waiting time it is. So that can be 1 minute also, 1 second also. So any kind of time is called waiting time only. It can be 1 second or 1 hour. That is one of the advantage. Okay. Next one advantage is maximizing the CPU utilization. CPU utilization means here the CPU is not idle. CPU is always 24/7. It will perform some kind of task in terms of scheduling job. So my CPU is always it is busy in executing the some kind of task. This is called maximizing CPU utilization. Next one is what? Maximize the throughput. The throughput means performance. Throughput means performance. Performance. So that is it completes as many processes as a possible per time per time interval. See some time interval. Suppose example I said 6 a.m. 6 a.m. Suppose there are 10 jobs. 10 jobs are scheduled. 10 jobs are scheduled. So what will happen? The CPU will execute all the 10 jobs. By putting in the one batch, it will execute all the 10 jobs. So with that, what it will happen? My CPU performance will increase. So that is called throughput. Next one is what? Minimize the response time. So whenever I go to execute any process, it immediately responds. The CPU immediately respond to my request. Okay. Next one, fairness. It gives each process a fair share of CPU time. Yeah, fair share means what? How much time the process required. That is called fair share. Suppose my process is taking 10 seconds and some process will take no 2 seconds. Okay. So it is not that all the processes will take only 2 seconds. So depending on the process type, it is allocating the time. So that is called the fairness means here. I think you understand what are these. These are the kind of advantages. Yes, guys.
Yes, sir.
I will share this PPT. You please read and come. If you have any doubts, you can clarify in the class. I can put it in the chat box. So there is nothing that if any students are there without any computer background also, you can ask me any basic questions related to this concept. So don't feel anything shy to ask, okay, some kind of questions. You can put any small questions on the screen. If I have, then I will answer. So this is one. Then there are some kind policies are there, but for you it is not required that much lengthy. I understood. There are scheduling policies are there, and so this much is enough for you. The basic understand of scheduling and what are the stages of the scheduling and the types of operating system. This one is enough for your concept for this concept. Anybody want the basic understanding of the what is operating system and the functions? We have still 3-4 minutes on that. Anybody, if you want to
Yes,
understand,
sir.
then I'll repeat. Yes.
Yes, sir. Repeated, sir.
Yeah. Okay. 2 minutes. I'll just take that. Yeah. Now see what is operating system is. Is it a visible red screen?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. This is see. This is users. There are so many users are there, and these are applications, and there are so many applications. There are so many applications. There are so many users. Okay, and this is the computer hardware. This is the computer hardware. Okay. Now in between this computer hardware and for this application, the applications are coming from where user it is coming. The user is open, user one is open, this Microsoft Word, and user two is requested this some application, and user three requested some compilers. Okay. So like this, the users like this, the users are yeah, sorry. Like this, these users are requested for this application to be executed in the computer hardware. So directly they cannot communicate with the computer hardware. So in between there is an operating system is there. So that is called interface. Now this operating system is acting like a interface, bridge. You can call a bridge. You can call interface. You can call a mediator. Okay. So it is acting like a mediator between user application, or you can call user request, and with the computer hardware. So this is what exactly the operating system job is. What is the job of the computer hardware? That is a lot of stories there, but within 2 lines you can understand that the computer hardware is allocating the resources. Allocating the resources. The resources can be one software component like a memory, one hardware component like a devices. So this is the job of the operating system is. So in simple one line, you can understand that the operating system is acting like a interface. You can use the term called mediator, but it's not good to use mediator word. So in technical term, we can say that it is an interface. So that's why given here somewhere else we given interface here. Yeah, here interface. So interface between user and hardware applications. Sorry, hardware, not applications. Between user applications, that is user request, and hardware components. I think you understand what is the meaning of operating system is.
Yes, sir.
So there are types of operating systems are there here. Batch operating system, time sharing, distributed network, real time, multi-programming, multi-processing, multitasking. So these are types of operating systems are there. These are types of operating system. Okay. And other operating systems are what? Real-time existed operating systems, Windows operating system, Linux operating system, Mac OS, Android. These operating systems are there. So inside those operating system, these are the kind of facilities. These are kind of facilities means based on your kind of work you can distribute these operating systems. So that is types of operating system. And the function of the operating systems is, what are the functions here is, see this, yeah. These are the functions of the operating system. One function is, it is a convenience, easy to communicate with the applications and efficiency. Okay. It will perform our task very, efficient manner. Okay. Then it is having a lot of ability to handle the applications and the managing the memory and managing the security. Okay. Allocating the resources, and it is a interface between the user and the hardware. These are the some kind of functions of the operating system. Go through that, then still everyday class, if you do not understand anything basics concept.
I didn't
Yeah.
attend last class, sir. That's why I asked.
Yeah, no problem, no problem. It is no problem. Time is there, I will revise. It's no problem. See, every day, still we have 3 more classes are there. So in 3 more classes and basic concept. So if you do not understand anything, then you can ask in the class. No issue.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, we will meet in tomorrow. You have a class again, same 4:30 to 5:30. And the next 2 more classes you have 14th and 15th you have. So these are the 3 classes you have. Okay, guys, we'll meet in next class.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Hello.
Yeah, tell me, please.
The time over, sir.
7, okay.
Okay, sir.